Caitlin here. Hello, hello, hello. I am going to be showing you Jaws film sites. The first one I decided to add to my list is Gay Head Lighthouse. It is only 90-minute parking, so plan accordingly. It is under construction, but they told me that there should be a ribbon cutting and it should be finished before the weekend of the 50th anniversary of Jaws. Off to the right, you could see there's a path, and when you go up there, you get closer to the lighthouse, and you also get to see this little circle. That is where the lighthouse used to be. They moved it in 2015. This film site is where Brody, Hooper, and the mayor discussed the threatless shark with this iconic lighthouse in the background. So I hope you get to go here, and I hope you get to enjoy it freshly renovated. Stop number 2 film site for Jaws is Quint's Bait Shop. It is 16 minutes and 8 miles from Gay Head Lighthouse. It is the fishing port of Menemsha in Martha's Vineyard. I'm gonna keep saying that just in case people skip forward, but yes, all of these are in Martha's Vineyard. And it is the end of North Road, and it's between the General and Post Office. I didn't really see that, but basically you see a beautiful restaurant with a deck. It's literally right next to that. And it is a very empty lot. There's some white seashells. It says no trespassing. I'm just propped up right here along the edge just to stand somewhere. I'm not going to trespass. And it is an empty lot. It didn't meet standards and codes, and unfortunately it had to be taken down. But it is still here, and you could at least visit where it was, and I'll do a quick little show of what the port looks like. But I hope you get to go here, and I hope you get to enjoy it. It's like very nice, beautiful day. Oh, love it. Note to self that a lot of these buildings are old and cute, just like they were in the film. I'm not gonna go any further because I feel like I'm invading people's privacy, but this is as far as I would ever suggest you go. But this is really cool because the buildings have that vintage look. And out there, there's a boat going. Very cool. Mr. Seagull. Hello. All right, over and out. Film site number 3, 265 East Trop Drive in Vineyard Haven of Martha's Vineyard. This is Brody's house. It has been purchased by somebody to use for personal reasons and is not for the public. So if you do decide to visit it, I highly suggest you give them their privacy. Their house is pretty close to the edge of the road. I could see it pretty well from even my car window. So I highly suggest you just pull over, take a picture from here, keep it pushing, give them their privacy. But I will move my phone so that you could get a better view. Yay! Is the 4th Jaws site that I would suggest. It is 10 minutes and 4.5 miles from the last film site. On this side of the bridge, there is Joseph Sylvia Beach. That is where the shark attack happened on the Kinder Boy. What ends up happening in the film is the shark swims under this bridge that's right behind me. So this bridge is the American Legion Bridge, but it has been dubbed and nicknamed the Jaws Bridge, even on Google Maps. So when the shark swims underneath there, it goes to a pond behind there. That pond, if I have it correct, is called Songa Kon Taket Pond. That is where when the shark goes under there, Brody's son is absolutely traumatized at what happened to the Kinder Boy. Fun little fact, the water over in that pond is brackish, which means it's a mix of fresh and salt water. Great whites do not like brackish water. A shark that would more likely like being in the brackish water would probably be a bull shark. Little fun fact. Yay! So behind me, you could see a lifeguard stand. When you visit Sylvia Beach and the Jaws Bridge, and then you decide to drive over the Jaws Bridge to head to Edgartown, Amity, you will notice this lifeguard stand on your left side at Sylvia Beach. That is not the one from the film. Sometimes in the film industry, they build things and then they take them down after. So the lifeguard stand that you might be looking for, it's actually long gone. However, you can still pull over and check this out and just feel like you at least got to see a lifeguard stand at the beach that Jaws was filmed at. So it's not from the film, but you could still enjoy it if you wish. I was not even into Edgartown yet, aka Amity, and I spotted this. I find it such a treat that the whole island is really getting into the 50th anniversary. I'm super excited, but this is located at Donarama's Nursery, and I hope you check it out. It looks really pretty. So about 3 miles from Sylvia Beach and the Jaws Bridge is Edgartown. You can visit them in any order you want, but the Edgartown Town Hall is the Amity Town Hall. And this is where Quint introduced himself to the town when they were trying to resolve what was going to go on with getting after the shark. So I'm just going to try to record as fast as I can because it's a lot of notes to go over and I want to make sure I don't forget them. So the town hall cannot prevent people technically, legally from entering. And what it is that up until a certain point, that's where the building actually stops, and then they extended it. So at a certain point, you could take a picture of the windows that were in the scene, and then when you go all the way to the back, that is where the original desk is from Jaws. The town hall is one of the oldest buildings in Edgartown, and there's so much to remember. At one point it was a movie theater, and now it is a town hall again. They still do meetings. Like 2 winters ago, they had to really make sure they restored the sand dunes. They don't really talk about sharks, but they do try to keep their beaches open. I found that a cute little thing he said. But yeah, the only reason you could not go all the way down to the back and check out the desk is if they hold a town meeting. You legally are not allowed to go in there because you're not part of the town. I'm trying to remember everything, but yeah, it's, you know, that you are allowed to come in. Also, the chalkboard that they scratch on, that is not there, and that was actually off to the right, opposite of those old windows where the building ended originally, but that's no longer there. The person that I spoke to was really nice, gave me a lot of info, and I promised him I was not recording him because I don't believe in recording people without permission. And I just think it was really cool that I got to get a little mini tour and get some info so that you could know, yes, you can enter, because legally they can't tell you can't enter a town hall during opening hours. Just you might not be able to go all the way to the back if there is a town hall meeting that's closed, like a closed one, like only them. But I'm gonna try and head off to the next location and we'll see what I find there. So I am here at Port Hunter. This is the general store from Jaws. It is a restaurant, and if you're interested, this is what they have. But it's one of the many locations. On the junction of Main Street and Water Street is where Chief Brody went to go get the closed beach sign. And if you walk down, you could see a building that is the Amity Gazette, which is going to be on the left. There are 3 that look identical, and they're not really marked. It's supposed to be building number 3, but when you check on Google Maps, it's supposed to be the first one that says Chappaquiddick, which is this one. So this is the Amity Gazette. And if you go further down, this building right here is the Amity Police Station. You could recognize it because it has a little fish over the top. But always remember, people live here, so please leave them alone and let them have their privacy. So I am in line waiting at the Chappie Bridge. There's probably 4 cars in front of me. I could see during the Jaws 50th anniversary this being a much longer line, or maybe impossible to do, but for today it was $15, and instead of you having to pay more than once, you get this. I'll take pictures of it. Ooh, ooh. I do not get to keep this. I basically pay them so I don't have to accidentally pay again. But she did have change on her, and I just paid in cash to make it easy, so I'm not sure if they take card. But I am waiting. This is really cool because my car will ride the same thing that like they used in Jaws. So it's pretty cool. Yay! So after going through pretty much like 2 miles of gorgeous beach, and then the last mile it was really bad and I thought it couldn't get worse. This is literally, it just makes me think of like wet dog. Oh, it's so gross. So I want to, in real life, have you hear my reaction when I finally go up these steps. Something I've been looking for. Oh, they're a little worn. Oh, there should be the lighthouse. Okay. Oh wow, there's like daisies. There's a building there. So this is Cape Podge. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. It's P-O-G-E Lighthouse. This is the beach that Hooper and Brody swim up to. And this is the lighthouse in the background. 1801. Yeah, so a lot of these get replaced. Could go 9 miles. That's impressive. Yeah, I bet this is locked. I'm not even gonna attempt it, but there it is. Oh, and there's like a flagpole. And what's interesting is they have these cables that like anchor it. It's kind of neat. And that little square thing is a solar panel. Oh my god, this is so scary. Ah, it's so scary. I'm sorry, I'm so scared. Did I pay a second time?
Do you have a return ticket?
No, I don't.
How did you pay before?
I just paid 20 bucks to get over and I got a little thingy like that.
Like this?
Yeah, and I gave it to him. I have 20 bucks again.
You gave it back?
That's what he took it.
Before you even left?
Well, yeah, when I took off.
Huh. That's weird. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a round trip fare, so you just give that.
I'm sorry.
No, I guess it's not your fault. I don't know why.
doing whoop. Oh, good thing I'm in front this time. I put my e-brake on, so hopefully my car doesn't move too much. Oh my god, we're just like, oh, this is so weird. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, definitely e-brake is a good call. This is so weird. I can go? Okay. Oh my god. Ah! Okay, okay. Oh my god, that's so cool. My last and final stop is South Beach in Martha's Vineyard. This is Amity South Beach in the Jaws film from 1975. I think this is a great way to wrap up everything. I think this is my 7th one. I lost count. I saw so many great places. This specifically was where they had the opening scene, the bonfire, and the first shark attack. I think these are just great locations to go to celebrate the 50th anniversary, and I think you should definitely come here if you get the chance. If you can't make it here for the anniversary, remember, the film happened right before 4th of July, and they just wanted to open the beaches for 4th of July. So you could also visit in July. And I think that this beach specifically, I like it a lot, which I couldn't tell in the film. It reminds me of Cocoa Beach in Florida. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'll tell you. The sand is beige, but then it has this dark color, and the way it mixes, it looks like cocoa. Hence the name in Florida, Cocoa Beach. So it might remind you of that. What I also like about this beach, I didn't notice about the other one, is the buildings have that like old school, like we didn't paint the shingles look, but the trim is nice and white. It reminds me when I tried to visit Quint's bait tackle shop. So I think it's really cool that the buildings are like that, and I hope they never change them for nostalgic reasons. Plus, it's just such a cozy old school vibe. I love it. And I hope you get to visit all of these, and I hope you get to have lots of fun. But as always, stay safe, have fun, explore, and get inspired.